Hey erudites, welcome back. I am Francis Xavier, one of your lecturers for General Chemistry 1. And today we'll talk about the last lesson we have for General Chemistry, limiting and excess reactants. Have you ever tried making a burger but ran out of buns while still having patties left? That's exactly what happens in a chemical reaction. In any chemical reaction, not all reactants are consumed. The reactant that is completely used up is the limiting reactant, while the reactant with the remaining amount after the reaction is the excess reactant. The limiting reactant is the controlling factor in a reaction that dictates the amount of products formed. Once consumed, the reaction will no longer proceed, thus the use of adjective limiting. So to put it simply, imagine you want to make hot dogs in a bun. Each hot dog needs one bun. If you have 5 hot dogs but only 4 buns, you can only make 4 complete hot dogs. The buns are the limiting reactant, while the hot dogs are in excess. Here are the steps to use in problem solving. Part A is finding the limiting reactant. First, write and balance the chemical equation. Use dimensional analysis for each reactant. The formula is given here. And third, compare results. So the smaller amount is the limiting reactant and the larger is the excess reactant. For part B, finding the excess reactant. So first, start with the given mass of the limiting reactant. Convert that to grams of the other reactant. So yung dimensional analysis is given here yung formula kung anong gagawin. And finally, subtract. Excess left is equal to initial mass minus the mass used. For percent yield formula, percent yield is equal to the actual yield all over the theoretical yield. Theoretical yield is also your limiting reactant. Multiply all of this by 100 to get the percentage. For problem 1, when 10 grams of aluminum reacts with 35 grams of chlorine gas, aluminum chloride is formed. Find which is the limiting reactant, which is the excess reactant, how many grams of aluminum chloride are produced, and how much of the excess reactant remains unreacted. Our first step in the problem is to write out the equation and balance it. So aluminum reacts with chlorine gas, Cl2, to form aluminum chloride. So balance the equation. So given elements natin ay aluminum and chlorine. So ilan ng atoms? Aluminum sa reactant 1, chlorine 2, aluminum sa products 1, chlorine 3. So find the LCM of 2 and 3 since hindi sila balance. LCM nila is 6. So maghahanap ka ng multiplier na magbibigay sa'yo ng 6. So that will be 2 and 3. So dahil nag-multiply tayo ng 2 sa chlorine sa right side, at we can see that kasama niya sa isang compound ang aluminum. So magmumultiply din tayo ng 2 kay aluminum sa product side. So we can see that aluminum now is not yet balanced. Kapag tayo ay naglagay ng 2 kay aluminum or nag-multiply tayo ng 2, we can check now na balance na sila. So the coefficients are 2, 3, and 2. Now we set this aside to use on the later on. So ang steps in finding the limiting reactant is use the dimensional analysis. So here is the provided dimensional analysis na susundan natin. So grams ng reactant, papupuntahin natin sa grams ng product. So you can start first with aluminum. So grams of aluminum, 2 grams of aluminum chloride. So from our given, nakalagay dito na 10 grams of aluminum. So write out 10 grams of aluminum and magpaproceed na tayo with dimensional analysis. For our dimensional analysis, kailangan tayong dumaan sa grams to grams conversion. So kailangan natin yung molar mass or atomic mass ng aluminum, which is 27. So that will be 27 and 1 mole of aluminum. Now, kaya natin kinuha ang balance equation. For the next step, kailangan na natin ang mole relationship or mole ratio ng ating aluminum to the product side. So, we can see na 2 moles of aluminum is equals to 2 moles of aluminum chloride. So, we can write it out na 2 mole Al is also 2 moles of aluminum chloride. Since hindi naman moles ang ating hinahanap sa aluminum chloride, so 1 mole of aluminum chloride, so tatandaan na ang 1 mole ay pwedeng mag-equal to its molar mass. So we get the molar mass of aluminum chloride. So meron siyang elements na aluminum and chlorine. For aluminum, we've computed 27. For chlorine, 35 ang grams nito times 3 since tatlo. So pag in-add up mo yan together, you will get 132 grams. So that is now your molar mass of aluminum chloride. So we can now put this on top. Okay? Pwede na tayong mag-cancel ng units. So cancel. And ang natira sa atin, ang ating hinahanap na grams of chloride, aluminum chloride. So sa calculation natin, 10 times 2 times 132 all over 27 times 2. The answer is 48.888. So repeating ang 8. But we know that from our given, ang given natin ay 10 grams. So that has 3 significant figures. So we round off our answer to 3 sig figs. So 48.9 grams aluminum chloride. So that is for aluminum. This is for aluminum. Next natin, kuhain na natin ang grams naman ng chlorine. So, grams chlorine gas to the grams ng product, which is also grams of aluminum chloride. So, kung anong ginawa natin sa first, yun din yung gagawin natin dito. Kasi kinukuha natin yung grams of reactant to the grams of product. So, each reactant, i-solve mo or i-convert mo to grams of product. For this, meron tayong given na 35.0 grams of chlorine gas. Now, we multiply it to its molar mass. So, ang molar mass ng chlorine ay 35 times 2, which is 75 na. So, 75 grams of chlorine gas all over 1 mole of chlorine gas. Now, let's check ang mole relationship nila. So, for their mole relationship, we can see na 3 chlorine gas is to 2 aluminum chloride. So, yun yung gagawin natin na mole relationship dito. So, 3 moles of chlorine gas is to 2 mole of AlCl3. Next natin, since hindi naman mole ang hinahanap, repeat lang natin yung ginawa kanina. So, 1 mole AlCl3 is to 132 grams AlCl3. We cancel the units. And we are left with 35 times 2 times 132 all over 70 times 3. This will give you exactly 44 grams. Remember, 3 sig figs ang ating given, so 3 sig figs ang ating final answer. 44.0 grams of aluminum chloride. Okay? Kuha na natin ang grams ng products from the reactants. We can check now kung sino ang limiting at ang excess. Ang limiting is always the smaller value. So this is your limiting. At anong element ang limiting? Ang limiting natin ay ang chlorine gas. So we can see na chlorine gas ang ating limiting. Since nahanap na natin ang limiting reactant, hanapin naman natin ngayon kung ilan ang excess reactant. For part B, alam natin na ang ating limiting reactant ay ang chlorine gas, which is 35.0 grams. Ngayon, kailangan ang ating chlorine gas ay papuntahin na natin ngayon sa grams ng ating excess. So, ang excess natin kanina ay ang aluminum. So, aluminum. Okay? So, let us follow kung ano yung given dito na dimensional analysis formula. So, sabi niya, grams ng limiting. So, 35.0 grams Cl2 to the moles of limiting reactant. So, ang moles ng limiting reactant natin para mapapunta doon is, of course, 1 mole all over its molar mass. Kanina nalaman natin na ang atomic mass ng chlorine ay 35. Since Cl2 siya, 35 times 2, 70 grams Cl2. Next, third na conversion factor is the moles of the excess reactant. So, ang moles ng excess reactant, pupunta tayo sa relationship nila. So, makikita natin na for 2 aluminum, there is 3 chlorine. So, 2 moles of aluminum will give you 3 moles of chlorine gas. But since chlorine gas ang nasa taas, kailangan chlorine gas din ang nasa baba. So, 3 mole of chlorine gas is 2 mole of aluminum. Okay, now let's check. Ano na lang hinahanap natin? So, grams of excess. So, 1 mole of aluminum is 2. How many atomic mass? 27 grams of aluminum. Now, cancel na natin ang units. And we're left with 35.0 multiplied to 2 and 27 all over 70 times 3. The answer is 9 grams of aluminum was used. So, ito pa lang yung nagamit na aluminum. So, kapag kukuhanin natin ang ating leftover or ang excess, kailangan ibawas natin siya sa initial. So, sa given natin, meron tayong initial na 10 grams of aluminum minus kung ano yung nagamit, which is 9 grams of aluminum. Then, how much will that be? That is now 1 grams or 1 gram of aluminum in 3 sig figs. So, this is now your excess reactant na natira. So, ang answers natin for problem 1, which is the limiting. So, we know that chlorine gas is the limiting. So, that means that aluminum is the excess. How many grams of aluminum chloride is produced? So, kung ilan yung nakuha natin sa chlorine gas, yun lang din, or ilan yung nakuha natin sa limiting reactant, yun lang din yung mapoproduce na aluminum chloride. 44 grams aluminum chloride. And how much of the excess reactant remains unreacted? So, yun yung excess na kinompute natin by getting the given subtracted by kung ilan yung nag-react. So, 10 minus 9 yun. That is 1 gram of aluminum. And finally, let us check the calculate percent yield if the actual yield is 40 grams. For percent yield, ang formula natin ay actual yield all over the theoretical yield. So, may given na tayo na 40 grams daw ang actual yield. For theoretical, ang gagawin nyo lang dyan is hanapin nyo yung nakuhang value sa limiting reactant. Since nakuha natin ang limiting reactant ay 44.0 grams times 100 lang natin ito. Our answer for this problem is 90.9%. Problem 2, if 20 grams of nitrogen gas reacts with 10 grams of hydrogen gas to form ammonia, find which is the limiting, which is the excess, and what mass of ammonia is produced. Finally, how many grams of the excess reactants are left over? So in solving this problem, write down the equation first. So nitrogen gas reacts with hydrogen gas to form ammonia. So balance muna natin tong equation na to. So N and H. For reactants, 2 nitrogen, 2 hydrogen. For the products, 1 nitrogen and 3 hydrogen. So let us first balance 2 and 3. So the LCM is 6. So times lang tayo ng 3 para maging 6. Times tayo ng 2 para maging 6. So ilagay natin yung coefficients na linagay natin. So 3 and 2. So notice how katabi ni hydrogen C, nitrogen dito. So magmumultiply din tayo ng 2 dito. Now you can see that balance ng ating equation. So 2 and 6 yun na dito. So our coefficients are 1, 3, and 2. Now set this aside to be used later sa dimensional analysis. Next step is yung grams ng reactant natin is papupuntahin natin sa grams ng product. So we have two reactants, nitrogen and hydrogen. Let us first start with a nitrogen. So from our given 20 grams, so 20 grams of nitrogen, we multiply it to its molar mass. So ang molar mass ng nitrogen ay 14 times 2, 28 grams M2 to 1 mole of N2. Now, kaya natin binalance to check the relationship. So, mole relationship ng N2 to the product side, which is this one. So, makikita natin na 1:2 siya. So, makikita natin na 1 mole of N2 is to 2 mole of ammonia. Since we are not looking for the moles of ammonia, we are looking for its gram. So 1 mole of ammonia is equals to its molar mass. So molar mass ng ammonia, NH3, nitrogen ay 14, hydrogen ay 1 times 3. So 17 grams ang ammonia. We should cancel out the units. So grams, mole to mole, mole and mole. You are left with grams ng ammonia. So 20 times 2 times 17 all over 28 will give you 24.28571. But since our given, it only has 3 SF or 3 sig figs, so we round off our answers to 3 sig figs or 24.3 grams of ammonia. Next reactant na tayo is hydrogen gas. So, given natin is 10 gram of hydrogen gas. And same procedure lang tayo. Molar mass ng hydrogen is 1 times 2. So, 2 grams to 1 mole of H2. Next, let us check their relationship or their mole ratio sa ating equation. So, sa hydrogen, so sa tatlong hydrogen, meron tayong mabubuong 2 ammonia. So 3 mole is to 2. So 3 mole of hydrogen will give you 2 moles of ammonia. We are also finding out the grams of ammonia. So 1 mole NH3 is, nakompute na natin, 17 grams NH3. Cancel out the units. And you are left with 10 grams multiplied to 2 times 17 over 2 times 3. The answer is 56.666 repeating. In our given, it has 3 sig figs, so round off our answer to 3 sig figs will then give you 56.7 grams of ammonia. Okay, let us now compare the values we got from the two reactants. So, kung ano ang mas maliit na value, yun yung ating limiting. So, we can see that 24.3 grams is our limiting. That is from the N2. So, N2 is our limiting. That means H2 is our excess. So, for part B, let us compute for the excess reactant. So, ang formula ng excess reactant ay yung grams ng limiting, which is 20 grams of N2, yung given. Papupuntahin natin siya sa grams ng excess, which is yung grams ng hydrogen gas. So, conversion tayo, 20 grams N2 multiplied to molar mass ng N2, 14 times 2, 28 grams N2, 1 mole of N2. Next, mole relationship naman ng reactants na N2 to H2. So, we can check na for every 1 N2, there is 3 hydrogen gas. So, 1 mole N2 is 3 mole of hydrogen gas. We are also looking for the grams of the hydrogen gas. So, 1 mole H2 is how many grams or molar mass ng hydrogen. So, hydrogen has 1 times 2, so 2 grams of hydrogen gas. Now, the units cancel. So, grams to grams. And you are left with 20 multiplied to 3 times 2 all over 28. At 4.2857. Round off to 3 sig figs. So you get 4.29 grams of H2. This is your used. So ito yung nagamit na H2. So to find out the excess, so yung ang given na H2 ay 10 grams of H2 minus yung nagamit na H2, 4.29 grams of H2 will give you 5.71 grams of H2. This is now your leftover. And that is how you solve problems on limiting and excess reactants. Now let us test your comprehension.